Hey guys, let's just do a refresh here. Refresh. Oh, connection's excellent. Should be refresh here. There you go. There you go. All right, gonna test some sound. Bring this up. Oh, connection's excellent. Should be refresh here. There you go. All right. So I can minimize this now. Looks like I'm good over here on my live link. La 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 la. And there you go. Move the camera a bit. Let me see. This, Alright, so you might notice the change here. So I was watching some YouTube videos and checking some stuff out. A lot of new stuff came out. Oh, sorry, I froze there because I was looking down. Oops, one of my things have sound. New stuff came out. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'll try that again. I was watching some YouTube videos. A couple of new YouTube videos came out. Both one by KekDot and one by the UE5 on Common UI. And again, it's just really hammering home. You want to have I just copied it with the I just kind of used the same naming convention with the front end. But you don't want to have your lobby and your front end fused together like I had done. So I had to split them up, and I was a little late here, just testing that. And I just lost track of time again. Also, so where we left off on Sunday, I was messing around with the UI widgets menu. I think it was main menu, or it was the option menu. Might have been main menu. Might have actually been the menu character. Where we have some sort of saved variable. And I was changing the saved string variable. And I was like, because we're going to have different characters than the CC character. So I'm like, anything that I'm editing, like changing, I wanted to make my own copy just in case I was ever going to, like, say if character customizer came up with an update and I had to re-go over the character customizer folder. For instance, Ultra Dynamic Sky just came up with an update, and then it updates and it kills whatever's in the folder and updates it, right? It overrides it with the new latest stuff. And that's why I want to go forward. I want to have it so the project, I can constantly update it and constantly, like, whenever there's new stuff, upgrade and improve, right? And that especially goes with the main thing I'll be using, which is the Easy Survival RPG kit as my template. Well, I found out that updating the saved variable changes a lot of crap. Like, it took me a long time to get rid of those errors. Pretty much, it is one of the core things the character customizer component uses. So if I wanted to have it so I could update character customizer, get the new stuff with it, and not have any errors, I pretty much have to duplicate the entire character component itself. Kind of defeats the purpose of the update. So I'm going to leave the duplication of the character component. I have the saved variables, which is the main thing we're going to do. And if character customizer ever updates, well, it's going to be a fun time fixing a lot of crap. Just like I did. I did it though. I know how to fix it. I've got enough experience dealing with errors to sit there and go through it. The only one thing that I am working on right now is when I leave the character menu, in the character menu and in the main menu / menu options, when you go to the character select, it creates it creates every character that you could see. Right now it has 4 different character kind of like spots, but he has set up to 6. So I don't know why he only goes to 4, but he has 6 set up in the actual blueprints. Each one of the characters that pop up there that you could choose, maybe he only has 4 because he only has 4 dummies set up, and he has 2 of the other characters set up. But each of the characters are actual buttons that you can click on. So like, when it is the actual character customizer humans, one here, they're both buttons. One's the male, one's the female, and you can actually click on them. Or, sorry, yawn, excuse me. Ugh. Or use the controller and switch back and forth between them. And when you hit A, it activates them as a button. That is erroring. It was erroring last time too, because it still tried to create a CC button. Now I changed that out to be, because I will be editing the buttons and adding my own effects to it and whatnot. I changed it out to my own button, and I just try to figure out where in the world he makes them, where he actually creates the CC button. Whether it's in the option menu blueprint, where it actually calls a lot of the stuff like the select character widget. Like, this is where it's going into, you select the select character widget, it's going to open up the character menu, because that's the menu character, which has a lot of the stuff. It's all replicated or whatever off of the server, clears the characters, and then enter the characters, enter select local characters, and create selectable character server. Guess it would be here. And then what it does is it takes a data roll of the characters and a data table of the character types. So right now, he has dummy and human, and we'll switch that between the character types we have. So this is why I really like the CC system, because I hope everything just works smoothly, and you never know with programming. But I would be taking away the dummies, and I'd be having survival man, survival girl, which are 2 different characters I have. I actually have a few different characters. I have the CC characters themselves, the humans. Then there's meta-humans. So meta-humans would be its own category, and the humans would be the CC characters. And then I'd have like the survival characters that I had bought and stuff like that, like maybe a buddy character and this and that. And those would be a part of a different table. And then so using the table, the keys, and the values, it attaches it, and then it creates the local button, random integer for idle. I don't even know where this idle is being used, really. I guess he has an idle animation later, but it gets the preset characters and attaches an int array for the index. A spawn point. Because remember, this character is 1, 2, and 3, so it attaches the spawn point of the character to the spawnable characters, then and these are just, like I said, this is where it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's only 5, so he has character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could always add pins on each side or something. Add an option pin, you know what I mean? For the table, and it's going to take the spawn point for whatever index it is. So if it's index 4, it's going to spawn him at character 5, which will probably error right now because there is no character 5 target pointer, which is fine because we're never, even the dummies, they're only 4 dummies, so we're only spawning 4 anyway. It uses my saved variable string, because I've already set that up, uses my CC spawner, which is, again, using my base class, using my macros, sets the character, applies the variables, so whatever the default clothing and whatever it is for the humans, selectable characters, add the character, so it has like a list of characters, and it's adding the selectable characters, and it's creating the button here, create select button, actually, and add widget component, which is there it is. Look at how small this is. This is super easy to miss. I think I finally found the fix here. So this will be character button widget. There we go. Cast to my character button widget. And my list of buttons, which are character button widgets. We're going to compile that. We're going to save that. Oh, man. That saved me. So that was the one problem we were having. If you guys are still here, you guys are new or whatever. This is a stream for Finding Home, the zombie game and creating. My sweater just changed to black? Was it always? That's fine. I don't care. And one of the big things is I'm going to be using the template of the Easy Survival RPG kit. For Finding Home on the marketplace right now on the Steam, it is using survival. Well, these are the survival characters I was talking about. I got a female, I got a male. I'll be using those in the meta humans and the CC humans, so there'll be different things you can choose from. Hopefully, if it all works out. I even got some survival girls down here that I could add it and make some other girls. But I was using the survival game kit before. Now, a lot of people complained about the locomotion and how the game felt and stuff like that. He still has a lot of realistic stuff, like when you're building your house, the wood looks better. Because, as you can see, this is all low poly, cartoony kind of look. Or stylized kind of cartoon, and this is more like realistic grunge, and so I like the look of this, but this has so much more in it. It has all of the swimming and the fishing and now animal breeding, and it just has so much stuff in it compared to this. It's night and day. It's crazy. So I want to use this as sorry, I was rubbing my face. I want to use this as my template. Now, and that's where it's been delaying my game for a bit, because I'm waiting for the UE5 update to come out. And I'm just going to bring this over here. I have gotten some great news. I'll put that here. I don't think it's bad if I bring this out. But he just said at 1:22 p.m. the update, we finished the update. Whoop! And it's going to be the full update, and he's even given us a little tutorial video here. So the update is done. Yes. So obviously it still has to hit the UE4 team to check it over to make sure everything's good. They still have to do some just basic tests and stuff. But pretty much, he said within a couple of weeks, it should be up there for us to download. Now, because I have always I was always planned to use the I can pull this back up, the KECDOT kind of lobby solution, and again, that goes into the different menu systems, where I could show that off, I guess, just for the people who haven't been around, who just like want a quick update on things. So I should have it in here, and I'm trying not to touch or play with anything. So again, I'm just duplicating things, so if I ever have to erase, or if KECDOT comes up with an update for their lobby system, it'll be just there. I might be able to just open the lobby level itself up. That way I can update. I'm doing everything separated, so if there's ever an update, it's not going to affect things. It'll just improve what I currently have. But I really want to just like focus on using the template as the main core. But with UE5, they have a lot of systems in place, so let's just hit play here. Alright, so I hit tab. Oh. I haven't really set up a lot of the controls. Let me pull up my as a window I don't usually show you guys is my output log. Double character in PC lobby. PC base. So this is just a minor edit here. Again, whenever this version updates, I'll have to do the same kind of edits. That's PC lobby. That's with the inputs, because my inputs are always going to be different. So I will do project settings, and this is just a demo of like kind of what my inputs would look like. I do have a pause menu and an inventory menu. So let's make this here pause oh, this inventory menu. Inventory menu. And what's throttle, zoom in and out, walk, alternate action. So tab is that. I don't know if I have I don't have the C key bound to anything, and it's using the C key for the character. Sorry, I'll pull this over. So I'm going to use the inventory menu because originally KECDOT is using tab to open this menu, which is fine. That will be like a direct replacement. But he's using a C key to open this. So I might actually just use C. Because I do not have anything bound to C, I believe. Where is it? There we go. Input. We're just going to do C. We'll just put that there. And we'll. So that's for the inventory and stuff. It's just the. Just double check. That's just the two things. So save that. And again, every time I update the modular player lobby system, if there is any updates in the future, I'll have to redo the keybinds for the lobby, as well as I'm gonna go back to the main thing is the demo character. Sorry, just rubbing my nose and stuff. Forward, move forward, backwards, move forward, backwards. Was there a space or something? I am not sure why that. Can I refresh that note? Compile. Move forward, backward. Oh, backwards. Forward, backwards. Ooh, I gotta change that in my project settings. Project settings. Move this over for now. Or I'll just minimize this for now. I want to change that forward, backward. Move forward, backward. I think that's how it's supposed to be. And now I should be able to refresh this node, delete this node, compile, and that will be good to go. Right, left should be good to go. Zoom in and zoom out. I think it's just turn. Yeah, axis turn. And this is just look up. I should just change that to look. It's not look up and down. But we can zoom in. Was spaced. Yeah, it's pretty picky with how it is. And zoom out. There we go. So if I hit play here, right, I get tab, right, and you can see that I can go to game settings, and I have different maps as well as different modes. So that's what I want with my games. So I want to have like a campaign mode, and I want to use Lyra for like deathmatch mode, free-for-all mode, and stuff like that. But with a lot of the campaign mode and the survival modes, I'll be definitely using Easy Survival RPG Kit. But since there could be a chance of having Lyra has a lot of background C++ stuff. So I have to bring Easy Survival RPG into a Lyra game. And so that's why I had set this all up. It has all the plugins, it has all the Lyra stuff, and now I gotta bring Easy Survival RPG into it. And so I'm just trying to keep things minimal because I want to make sure when I package everything is working, everything is good before I bring the Easy Survival RPG kit in. And then when I go to package that right away to make sure everything works when I imported it, then I can start adding the extra stuff, then changing things and doing stuff and constantly update. One of the big things I want to probably do is just make sure I can get the update on Steam right away. Like want to just put easy survival RPG kit up there, just by itself, like out of the box, really. But I want to try to get it up there as soon as possible, so people know that the updates are coming, that there's going to be changes and stuff for people who are not watching the YouTube videos, or people who are not checking out the Discord, or you know what I mean, people who are not aware of what's going on. So let me see maps, maps. So let's just see what we got here, boys. Let's just test her out. I want to keep making sure everything's fluid. Press the any key. There we go. So I probably have to work on the rotation of my character, or that point. I have to work on the rotation of the actual point. Now if I do select character, there we go. See, I can switch between them. You can do this with controller too, and you got your dummies. I could be the male if I wanted. I go back. I had some problem. That's all I have to look to do. Alright. And then what I had set up now is just in my menus. I really want to get something different to the back of this. I'll probably talk to my UI girl. Probably just kind of like try to round this up or something. This seems really sharp, square on square on square. If I hit play. Brings us into our lobby map. Yes. Incompatible output parameter with data table is not the same as the return value get data table row. Oh. First, we have this called default underscore save. Second, this should be going to our save game object blueprint, not the CC stuff. We don't want any of the CC stuff. That's not what we're working with. Not what we're working with. Then for the CC stuff, we're already saved. Get set with characters. We want to split this pin. We're going to do from the out row, which might have a problem here. It's not going to be connectable. We want to even this here is, so this whole save thing has to change. That's where it kind of broke there. Save game from slot, casted this. We're gonna have to do save game from slot, save game to slot, sorry. And again, we're gonna have to copy this default save. So it's from this game object, not this one. And since they look the same, we could delete this one. There we go. Which leads us to be able to delete these two here. And we got that. Now we want this add. We want this add. We can't take it from here because it's going to be looking for get table rows from the wrong save characters. There we go. We can do add there, and we can do character name there. And from this object, from this, we're gonna go get data. So we're gonna recreate this because it's gonna have problems again. So we're gonna right click here. We're gonna get data table row. This function here. We need it to be blank. The first thing we're doing to this function here is we're actually gonna hook up the out. That allows it. It's like for some reason that like pretty much establishes that and now since we got this add in here, we don't need this add anymore, which means we don't need this character select anymore, which means we don't need this save object anymore. Which means we don't need this anymore. We need to we'll bring this up here to make that neat. Bring this over here. Bring this up there to make that neat. Try to put these on the edges of the lines, because that's how I like to do things. And we will bring this down so it's not overlapping that. And we will bring this over here. Guess we're going to try to go through here, which is, yeah, it's not bad. Alright. And now with this pretty much set up, pretty much in the all set up, now when we add the data table and the row names, it shouldn't complain. It'll actually make the data table and the row name for our saved variable string struct instead of the CC string struct. We'll compile just to confirm, and we'll save. Now, what we want, if we want to go to our lobby here, we'll load everything up. For the test, though, we want to bring this over top. It's like a roof. Because it's raining, obviously, and I don't want the water inside. Right now, a lot of my ceilings to save on like performance are actually like you can see it's raining inside because it doesn't look like there's a ceiling even though there is because it's one-sided face. Then to cover all those ceilings without having a bunch of things, a nice simple cube. Like literally, if I go to the details, it's literally just a cube. It's something simple. Really low on processor power, and it's going to stop the weather. I even call it stop weather ceiling. what we want to do here is we want to give it some sort of gameplay mode. So we're gonna click on this. I'm gonna locate to where that is, and I'm gonna duplicate it, and we're gonna call it game mode lobby BP. We're gonna save that, and in lobby BP, so we can do game mode lobby BP now. We are actually going to do player controller. So this is just a generic player controller, nothing special to it. What I want to see here is in my finding home characters. Let's say if I do the basic full character, is if he has his input, player inputs, turn, ragdoll, slide, all of it's in the player character. Now, I put that in there for now, but a lot of that stuff might go into the player controller. Because I don't think a lot of that stuff is supposed to be in the player character. But we'll have to double check that later. Or certain things are supposed to be there, but we'll all have it on the basic class. So for now though, we will do full character. Save that. The full character has the character customizer component, input, event graph, event on begin play, load, default save, so it might even just work. Let me hit this, hit play. Woo! Nope, didn't work. W. There's a little gap there. Might have to fiddle with that a little bit. I'm not too sure why there's a gap there all of a sudden. Maybe because I copied and pasted stuff and just did a little bit of a shift when I was clicking things. That's fine. But all my controls aren't working per se. Let's go to none. Or let's do something wild. Player controller menu PC. Because So what's happening here, by the way, guys, is I can't move forward or backwards. I can only strafe. And technically, I can't sprint while strafing, so I can't test this stuff out. And this is also why I didn't initially want to have a split, because yeah, I didn't want to initially have a split because, like, the way CC does it is it just kind of removes the menu widget and transports the character to the specific location or wherever the player start is, and then you have your custom character in that location. But going forward with all the different things I'm doing, uh, like I said, all the people tell you that it's preferred to have it this way as well. If you're doing multiple different maps, I want to be able to pull this up. So I'm gonna have to make player controllers that kind of work. Like, so if I go to finding home, maps, menu maps, and I open my menu map here, we'll save this guy for now. This is not the right map, is it? Oh, it's this one here. My main menu and lobby. My main lobby map. So this is the one that we were working on last, right? Oop. And again, with the new lobby map, I didn't add the landscape and stuff like that, because it's not really needed. Why am I rocking like 9 frames? Something is eating my computer up right now. Should I check the task manager? Just says OBS is going a little bit crazy right now, taking 60% of my GPU. Just give it a second here. Just got the 2 things open. This is what I normally have open. I didn't really add anything to my normal thing. I guess I didn't restart my computer this time around. But okay, so just scratching my nose. Anyway, I'll hit play and show you what's going on here. So in the right hand side, you can see that all there is PC main menu BP, right? When I hit play, with no default pawn, no nothing, it instantly pops up with this menu here. We have our customizable character, it's our menu. This is all pumped the PC thing. So when we select our character, you know what I mean? There we go, there's our guy. Or we go with their girl. And it's going to save that kind of default, whatever it is. Or we can even select our little dummy guy here. And whatever character we're selecting, like I said, we're going to have it later. So instead of a dummy, it's going to be like characters, metahumans, right? So we have the different one. And as you can see here, it kind of randomizes the actual idle stance. That's not for the main characters, but the arms crossed here for the dummies and stuff. And they'll do the same thing with the metahumans or whatever. So we have our female character. Let's just for things do a male character. We'll do randomize here, and we will get some random in there, and we will save and exit. We will do some apparel changes here. Jacket or shirt. Oh, we'll do a hoodie. Oh no, jacket or something. Polo top? Tank top? Oh yeah, tank top, lower body, cargo pants. Oh, we'll do shorts. Just to make it funny. Footwear, we'll do boots. There we go. Now he looks awkward. There we go. We got our funny looking guy here now. And when we hit play, right. Because right now when we're hitting play, it's actually kicking us out. But we don't want that right now. So if I go to this, open this up, it's going to bring me to my main menu, open menu widget. I left it here. So now right now we're opening this level whenever we hit that play button. But what it used to be was here. And I'll show you that. And again, all it would do is leave the lobby, right? So we'll do it again. We'll load it up with hit play. I don't need to do much character edits now because you can see that I got my funny guy there. It's all saved, right? Saved just like you guys want. I hit the play solo. And now look, my guy's here, and this is that map. Oh, you know what? Damn, Daniel. Back at it again. Thank God. Woo. Not a big problem. Full character. I gotta go to inputs. Oh, those are specialized inputs. Should be an event graph. Did I end up? I might have ended up putting in inputs anyway. No. Scroll up, fire, stuff like gamepad events. I had a separate input. There you go. Backwards with an S. Right? We changed this to move forward slash backward. Because of the incorrect spelling in our full character. It doesn't error, doesn't let you know sometimes, because we did have this input in before. It just, we never recompiled it. So sometimes you go on not knowing something because the system's like, it was working before last time you compiled it. You know what I mean? Okay, alright. So good, that eliminates that problem. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so, should be able to hit play, there we go, we got our forward, backward now we can sprint, we can slide, whoop, and that means we got our jump and our crouch and all of our backwards are nice, kind of, movement and everything. Again, the locomotion's good. I like it. I like it. We just gotta get this locomotion mixed kind of with the easy survival RPG kit. Because what he said, he didn't really change up any of the locomotion. The locomotion's still like hot garbage. But I mean, everything else the kit comes with is too good to look away from. So if we go back to our and so like I said, our character's there. So that's one of the things we're gonna now that we know that's all we have to look into. Because this is good. Character customizer load. That was we'll pick that up because we have to look into the PC menu. We have to look into get this open here. Compile and save. We're gonna open the level. And now that we know, we can just still keep that generic player controller in there. Because that's good. We want to save that for stuff later. So finding home, maps, menu maps. We want that new fresh lobby. But we just want the generic player controller. Nothing's done with it. All we want is the full character, player controller, blam. And so we hit play here. Right? We got it moving, sliding. We got the whole 9 yards. But we got this black, the dummy. So let's go to the basics for the dummy, right? Because it can be a dummy, sure, but we want it on the startup map, whatever, just for basics. When movement, crouch, sprints, all our basic stuff. We got our climbing here, and I gotta take off auto climb, man. There's certain maps I was dealing with and testing out. And auto climb is super annoying. If you have like a fire escape or like going down the side of a building, it'll just auto jump the side, and you're like, you normally want to kind of run down the stairs because if you auto jump the side, you fall like 6 floors and get fall damage. You know what I mean? You hurt yourself. Where you just safely run down the stairs as fast as possible and bump into the rails and not jump unless you actually try to jump off the ledge, which is just hitting the jump button, right? You hit the jump button, it's gonna bunny hop off the edge. And that's your fault when you die, you know what I mean? But if you don't hit the space, you want to be able to kind of like roam around. So we want event graph now. Let's begin play. Or if the event, we're going to initiate the climbing component. And then we want to load the character to server if owning client. This is first person mode is false. Print string. I don't see why this wouldn't be happening. Load me. I can't see why this wouldn't be happening. It's something in the actual character creator. Maybe I messed up here. Load me, load me. So it tried to load twice, I guess, in that time. So we actually had to look into the components. Default should actually be true at this time, because we actually have a save. We have that guy, remember? But we will check. Totally have a save. Play. Totally have a save. That's fired a couple of times. Could be good. Loads are save game blueprint. Like I said, save game object is in the character component. So that's another thing on top of the save variables that, yikes, here's our problem. Bam, right there. Right there. And on top of the saved variables, which again, We can't use these CC loaded variables. CC, oh, CC, right, I wasn't able to change the name because there's a bunch of functions that use this. OC load has authority. Apply variables to characters. So print string. You have the power. Load locally to prevent selection lingering. So if you have the authority, you will not load. Because this is just doing an on-client load. Wow. We've been saving all night. It hasn't been taking this long. And actually, everything seems like it's moving okay right now. The character's moving fine. Everything's moving fine. It's weird that this is the first time we got this save block. I mean, I just won't save for now, so we can keep getting stuff going. We've had this problem before, too, the 78% thing. That's so weird. Okay. You have the power. So hit play. You have the... That's it. Owner as character. I'll just do the first one. Get owner actor has authority. Return to whether this actor has network authority. Okay, true. Get owner, network has authority. Owner character, get owner is valid, is not. That's interesting. So if it's not valid, so it is, if it is valid and we're not in it, so if it's not valid, or he is on the server, those will both be true. So if he's the server, if he's get authority, whether the actor has network authority, if he's the host, or if he is valid, not his. So he is valid, but you don't want it to be that if he is valid to be true, so you set it to false. Then and then it will be true. Alright, so let's just hook this up and see what's happening here. So we won't even save this time because we don't want it to stall at 78%. You have the power. Again. So, and this or this. If one of these are true, it is true. So, because he is the owner and he has authority, it is just not load character. We have a game slot. It's gonna load the character. So sorry. Gonna load the character, which calls the save load. Does it exist? It does exist. We're gonna load from slot. We're gonna save it as a save blueprint. We're gonna set the character, but it's not loading the character on the client. It's on client. This is just set the character. So getting the save character, finding that, setting the load variables with notify. Getting the table, saving the character. Does save character do anything? Get variables. So it's just resaving the character. So we go back to load. It's resaving the character. If row not found, check if it's an NPC. Else load default character. Well, we know we have a character set up, so it should be just saving the characters and setting the load variable character. So it's setting the loaded variables, and saving the character, which again try to get character. Character name was none. Current string. Just set loaded variables. Apply all this. Just set loaded variables. This happens like 4 times. So that's all it is. It's just setting the loaded variables. That's it. Right? Close that. And after it's just setting the loaded variables, it's taking the loaded variables, and on the owning client, it's if this might be another ad that I'll have to do. Because this is only if you're playing solo. This will always happen, I think. Prevent section lingering. For right now, for testing purposes, we just want it, no matter what, to do that. Ooh. I have the power. I must have erased that already. Apply variables to character. This is my struct variables. And this is a sequence. So first things first, it's gonna get the morph. Then load material errors. Load hair. Load apparel. And then load height. All should be loaded. So I'm just gonna hit the save button. Oh, sorry, I moved my head to grab a drink. Just hitting the save button here, so I have a second to think. What's going on here? So it's saying that my default character right now is the dummy. It does a lot of pre-saving. It does a lot of saving just in case. Let's see. That boggles me a little bit. Only thing I could think of is name. Because it's not going through the menu. It's not getting a name. With no name, it's going to default to the default. But if I go to load my main lobby and I hit the play button and I got my weird guy with the shorts, then I know it must be named. And I'll have to pass the name along, I believe. Actually, we switched it back, so I would like to see if I got my guy with the shorts, and then when I load the level, if he is without anything. So let's hit play here. I got my guy with the shorts. So we go to maps, go to our boot level, and we had fixed it now, so if we hit play, odd. Again, I gotta locate it. Play. Huh. So the only thing you think of is the name. Let's open front end. First things first. Main menu con. Pawn character select. Oh, this is world settings. So go back up details. Well, we'll do tag. Tag main menu. So that's actually supposed to be 100 degrees. Play. Minus 90 degrees. Minus 20 degrees. 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 Degrees, 20 degrees, 20 degrees. 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Oh, 30 degrees. That's fine, I guess. Not too sure why the dummies want to be a different direction. What's happening to my character now, though? All we did was this, right? Let's break this link here. I don't think we did any other changes to the character creator. We just did some tests. Some print strings. It was just working. Why would the body not do this? Let's see if we could just like change things up and kind of save it. So let's go to custom character, randomize. So character. Girls back. Ooh. Do I have that in the logs? Where previous active world menus UD pie front end not cleaned up garbage collection. Once world has become active, it cannot be reused. Must be destroyed and reloaded by world reference. Let's go to all content, all actually. Lyra front end. It's not named the same. Dude, I have no clue why those arms disappeared. Looks like it's back to normal. So it could have something to do with this, and then it saved wrong. And so I then needed to fix that to change that out. But we know this is not having an effect on the character. So we do full character. Yeah, load. Get variables for character. Something probably easy that I'm not seeing here. Character class. Pair names. Oh, this doesn't save the character's name at all. But it is, when we tested this, print string. Get the name. We are getting a name. Name is none. Name is M default. I think it might have something to do with the weather. Going from one map to another and not getting like destroyed. I'll have to watch that. And maybe destroy it myself. So Well, yeah. So that's what I was saying. Um, maybe in so what's going on is it's loading, but it doesn't load the name. It doesn't load the name, and it's gonna try to load the character. But we need the name, and there's a way to save it. Save game. Character name. Key reference. Character's name. Class. Apparel names. Stuff like that. It's not. How do I get a key? This where we apply variables. in here. Break character basic data. Assign character. Use groom body morph. Interesting. So this is a function. In the menu class, do we have this function that we find references? Here we go. If standalone if platform character select. Create customizer. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's use this blueprint menu to figure out our best way of doing this. So on possession, not even on possession. We gotta have a start. Well, I guess it's gonna do the possession first. Do we have a initialize main menu? It looks like we don't have. We have a tick. This has look at rotation. This is it, I think, here. Well, yeah. You used to say on event, it's going to get the name of the player. Which, if it's a standalone game, which we are right now, it's going to get name none. Character name is none to be default. And it's going to initialize the menu, which is going to remove the UI, set transform, teleport to the main menu thing. It's going to open up the main menu widget, and that. When we go back, after that, it's going to get server character, which would do this. And this is what I think we need. Get file from slot. If it doesn't exist, create it. That's what we gotta do. If it does exist, get saved character class. That seems fine. So you want this in this character, in the basic character, really. Give ourselves a bunch of room here. It's menu character, Control C. We are going to go back to the full character. So, loading character, enabling all that stuff, camera mode, none of that stuff affects if you don't even have a character, so I'm going to do this. It's going to cry every time we go from this map to this map, and yeah, there we go. It's going to cry every time we do that right now, and I think it's something to do with the weather. Standalone. So it is standalone. So that's good. So if it is standalone, so only if this is a standalone game, we do it our regular full character blueprint. It's a standalone game. Then we want to. This is a custom method created here. We could do that. We could do if true. We could add a function called get saved character. Compile that. And then we go here and copy this stuff. Control C. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna hit Control V. We're gonna do nothing and confirm. Save file. We're going to promote to variable. Compile, it's gonna complain. Oops. This is default underscore save. Default save, and if we have this, we're going to get saved character class. So we could make a new function, get saved character class. And then we're going to go back to this, we're going to click on our get saved character class. Copy this, and we're going to go back over here, we're going to paste this. So, load from slot, cast to save. Object, character name, we're going to copy this guy and we're going to paste in here. Data table and rows. Do you have that there? Copy default character. So we go back to this, so we're gonna get saved character class. Save data. Get saved character. Server and local. They're two different things. We will check those out. But I think we just need local. Get saved character server. It just goes back to the beginning. Oh. Create 6 and calls itself. This is the next function that we need, which is the get local. Don't think we need to do that part. We just need to apply variables to character. Target is CC component. Target is character customizer component. Apply variables to character. Like that. Event graph. Get saved character. That is in get saved character. So we'll just do get saved character. So if this is true, we're going to get our saved character. We're going to plug that into there. is the roof like that? Do I need to raise it slightly? Something weird's going on with the lighting. Yeah, I gotta raise the thing slightly. Still no dice on the get saved character. Getting the class of the character. But it's still not getting the name of the character. Well, guys, I'll look into this to get this fixed up. Like I said, the great thing is that Easy Survival RPG kit will be coming up soon. I'll be focusing on that. Just trying to do it in the meantime. We got the name. Is this somehow getting the name? And then when we do this, it's just doing the thing. I'm guessing. So, like I said, we'll go to the actual map file now. We're just gonna move that ceiling up anyway. So this is the lobby map. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to open this up. So I really like to show you guys if this worked or not. If it doesn't work, I'll end it here. If it does work, well, at least you guys get to see it working before I end. And again, I'll be just trying to work on the menus, get that all set up, kind of waiting and super anticipation for the Easy Survival RPG kit. And the only other thing I might be doing, just in case, is, but I don't want to do it until pretty much the last second. Oh, sorry, my hands were in the front of the thing. Is just making sure I do a package and that everything is running and there's nothing that's broken. And then after I package and everything works, then I will be migrating the Easy Probably actually, yeah, doing a backup, backing up the project, and then migrating the Easy Survival RPG kit into it, testing it, doing a package right away, using the Easy Survival RPG um, as the map, as the boot up map. And then and everything packages properly there, then we'll just be able to go 1 1 1 1 1 bam 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 bam. So first things first, we're gonna move this up to 300. It's just a ceiling, has nothing to do. This is 0, and this would really probably be 0. I don't know how that got moved. We'll hit play. I got hair. That is about it, though. I got hair. So like I said, I'll be looking into that as well. Trying to figure out what's wrong now. I might need to be in the front end to have that transfer. Yeah, it is the sky. Getting that weird background effect, so having ultra dynamic sky on multiple different maps could have a problem right now. I'll have to talk to them about that. I probably don't need ultra dynamic sky. I like the rain stuff though. Solo. I got the hair. So, yeah, look into the ultra dynamic sky thing, see what is going on. There's some errors here. Just the pi thing. It says it can't find my lobby level, which obviously it opened the lobby level up, so it can find it. So I'm not too sure. Something with the lobby level right now. But yeah, that's what I'll be working on next time to figure that out. Is getting the platform name isn't working. So I'll probably see what the platform name returns and stuff like that. But alright guys, you guys have a good one. And I will see you on Sunday. Cheers for now. But yeah. Talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good one. Cheers.